5 seconds remaining.
Alright. Welcome everyone back to
Reserve
another
time.
week of ARX.DOTA 2 League Season 6. This time I have the opportunity and the privilege to cast a game on the EU server. This is the EU entry level. We have ARX.DOTA versus the Auspicious Immortals. Sorry about that, that's the Twitch TV feedback popping in. And
Radiant team
basically have ARX.DOTA versus the Auspicious Immortal, which I will call
Dire team pick.
TAI and ARX from now on. Quick introduction to the teams. We have Pyro Straight, Mr. Pig, a stand-in player called Cat, Sunny, and PSI. On TAI side, we have Mr. Fluffy,
Radiant
Airport,
team
Sniffy, Cove, and Endolin. Going quickly to the ban phase, we see here ARX banning out the Viper and the Axe. Viper being extremely strong meat hero, and Axe of course now still beyond the patch. Definitely a very strong hero.
10 seconds remaining.
On the other hand, TAI bans out Silencer
5
and
seconds
Faceless
remaining.
Void. Both are also pretty core and versatile players that can go both. That can go either
Radiant
way.
team pick.
Void could of course go to the off lane or be played as a complete hard carry. Silencer on the other hand can be played as a support or a mid.
Witch Doctor!
And now we have here the double pick coming
Dire
out from
team
TAI, a Tide Hunter and a Witch Doctor, both very heavy teamfight orientated hero. Both
Dire
ultimates
team
are just very good in major team fights. And on AXN side, we have the Vengeful Spirit being picked up, which is a very gank orientated hero, and of course Necrophos.
10 seconds
Necrophos
remaining.
could go both ways, I guess. It is definitely
5
a very good
seconds
team
remaining.
fight hero. The amount of heal and heart stopping aura that
Reserve
gives out
time.
is just really great. The sustain in mid lane itself is also pretty strong,
Radiant
and of
team
course
ban.
it is a very good ganking hero too. If we can pick up a
Dire
hero
team
with
ban.
his ultimate, the hero gets delayed the respawn by 30 seconds, and that is very significant throughout the game. From the extremely early period, 30 seconds would set the farm back a lot,
10
and also the
seconds
experience. And of course in the late game,
Radiant
once you get
team
a
ban.
scepter, the prevention to buyback is also very major. So now back to the banning phase, we have Undying being banned out as a third ban
10 seconds
from
remaining.
ARX. I personally not too clear,
5
but I
seconds
guess
remaining.
it's definitely a prevention to what you can see here, which is already a
Reserve
heavy
time.
team fight orientated lineup from the TAI. Undying's the Tombstone
Radiant team
is
pick.
a major problem in a team fight, especially looking at the first two heroes they pick up. Don't really have that kind of right click power to bring down the Tombstone, even though if they get a good carry here, they Throw Warlock, which was what I wanted to say, is
Dire
just
team
now picked up by TAI. Throw Warlock with the Vengeful Spirit is definitely a good combo to bring down the Tombstone really quickly, but that's something they do not have right now. And Disruptor also being banned out by ARX, also another very powerful teamfight hero.
Radiant
The
team
Static
pick.
Storm is something that combos up with the Ravage and the Witch Doctor ultimate extremely well, and could just make teamfight completely impossible for ARX, and that's what you have that's being banned
Dire
out.
team pick.
And right now IO being picked up as a third pick from ARX. Might be comboing with a Tiny or something, but definitely Witch Doctor and Ancient Apparition is something pretty easy to pick off. Throw Warlock being picked up as a core carry from TAI, and Ancient Apparition, another teamfight hero being picked up right here, seeing
10
Necrophos
seconds remaining.
as a second pick. They pick up the Ancient Apparition instead. Of course, its ultimate
5
prevents
seconds
any
remaining.
form of regeneration of health. Thus making mechanism, heal from Necrophos,
Reserve time.
or lifesteal in general being impossible. So, and as expected, Tiny is being picked
Radiant
up by
team
ARX
bomb.
right here, comboing with the IO. So there we have actually a extremely more ganking orientated lineup versus a teamfight orientated lineup. So it's now totally down to
10
execution,
seconds
see who
remaining.
can execute better, whether the teamfight can just get the lever they
5
need and
seconds
start
remaining.
sticking and just pushing all the lanes and preventing this gank orientated lineup from doing
Reserve
much
time.
about it. But in general, I feel the draft is extremely even from what we see so far. Going back down to the ban from Auspicious, the third ban of Rubik makes a lot of sense. Of course, we have a lot of Wish Doctor usually do not have the ability to
Dire team
cast
ban.
another spell after he drops his ultimate, so that's an easy spell for Rubik to steal. The Throw Warlock's ultimate is also something, Battle Trance is also something Rubik could steal for the team, make Tiny ridiculous. Tide Hunters with Ravage, Ancient
Radiant
Apparitions
team
ultimate,
pick.
even Frostbite, Crystal Maidens. Cold Feet is extremely good and useful in this situation. Let me silence my phone. And of course we have Slug being banned out, a pick-off hero that could easily just cancel the effectiveness of the Tide and the Witch Doctor.
10
Ancient Apparition is
seconds
food
remaining.
if he does not have farm and lever to the Slug. A Magnus being
5
banned out,
seconds remaining.
definitely the main reason being that Magnus is a good team fight hero
Reserve time.
and a good hero to turn team fights around. That's definitely something the Auspicious does not want to deal with. You could set up a good Ravage and the Magnus could come in with just a reverse polarity, and there goes your good setup. Juggernaut being banned out by ARX, a powerful carry right now, though Auspicious already have a core carry. They look like they lack a mid hero right now, and a mid hero to fight against the Necrophos or the IO Tiny combination. But judging from the existence of the Necrophos, I'm assuming the Necrophos will be going mid or soloing top, so the IO Tiny could go top or could go dual mid. They do not have an off lane for ARX, so I'm assuming the last pick will be an off lane hero. A Clockwork might be good since they've gone to this heavy ganking and want more defensive heroes during a heavy team fight. So personally I feel a Clockwork might be good for the lineup.
10 seconds
Of course on the
remaining.
Auspicious side you have the Tide Hunter here,
5
who
seconds
would
remaining.
extremely likely go on the
Tinker.
off lane, and the mid lane hero being picked up right here
Dire
would be
team
the
pick.
Tinker. I got a feeling the Tinker is gonna get slaughtered by a Tiny though, but depends down on the execution and of course the skill of the player. And as expected, Clockwork will be picked up as the offlane hero for ARX, and we will now go into the early lane phase with this lineup. And stand in cat. So this guy is missing. I'm just having a quick look around. Okay, quick pause here. We have from Auspicious Cove on the off lane, on the Tide Hunter, Sniffy being the mid hero on the Tinker, Mr. Fluffy, Mr. Fluffy on the hard carry, Anduin on the Ancient Apparition support, very likely the 5th position, and Aprox the captain on the 4th position, Wish Doctor. It's definitely the Wish Doctor needs more gold than the Ancient. To be fair, both of them could use the Arcanum Scepter, so I'm not gonna say who's the 5th and who's the 4th position as of now. On the other hand, we have the stand-in cat on the Vengeful Spirit, which is likely the 5th position, since the IO normally want the IO to farm the fast border, and yep, as you can see, nothing bought here. Fast border, PSI on the Tiny, Clockwork the offlane, Pyro Strict on the Clockwork on the offlane, and top here we have, what's the last guy? Pig playing the Necrophos.
30 seconds
Mr.
to
Pig.
battle.
Name isn't the same with what's written online, but that's what we have here. And now we have an engagement here. Clockwork trapping up Apox right there. No skill being skill up. There might be some lag. I look at him here. Oh, very good stun coming out from the Witch Doctor. Not bouncing back towards the Clockwork though. Tiny manages to get a stun throw out. Early engagement here, but not much to impact, but arguably it favors TAI a little bit because Witch Doctor is the one that lost a lot of HP, and on the other side the Clockwork is the one that loses a lot of HP. The offlane wants to keep, of course, as much healing as possible for him in the lane instead of using up a lot before the laning phase. More aggression to take up as much HP as possible. And that will be the end of the aggression there from Witch Doctor onto the Pyro. Here we have PSI going on to mid with the and Sunny the IO behind him supporting the mid here, and on the top lane we have Mr. Pig on the Necrophos and Cat on the Vengeful Spirit going up against Toph on the Tidehunter. A Meteor sniffing on the Tinker versus PSI and Sunny on the IO and it on the Tiny and IO respectively. On the bottom we have a aggressive tri-lane, I personally say. Pyro Strict on the Clockwork, offlane Clockwork, and we have here Andoline on the AA, the A-Plugs on the Witch Doctor, and Mr. Fluffy on the Warlock. So now here we can see Tro having a really nice time farming. Necrophos not too far behind too. All the lanes are pretty even right now, but I believe Tidehunter is in a better situation for experience, but he is half a level above the Clockwork as of now. Mid lane is not too even, honestly. The last hits are about the same, but of course Tiny is leading by Denies Thirst, but Tinker is soloing the lane, so his level is still going to be higher than the Tiny. I think Io isn't sticking too far away. Io needs to stick further away from the Tiny so that he can maintain similar level with the Tinker. And of course Tinker picking up the March of Machine, seeing the Tiny dropping the March of Machine early would discourage an engagement onto him. Oh, an engagement here, stun coming up. He needs to throw and the stun will catch Mr. Stevie here. March of Machine drops though, but the Io will be able to get first blood, but might go down here. He will not go down. Heal up enough here to stay alive. And good engagement and rotation. They're seeing that there's not much that they could get from the preventing the tide. They manage, however, to take here. And here we have continuous stack. Probably for the Tinker, though a little bit too late for the stack to come out, and more pool coming up here. No major large stack being dropped out there. But there you have it. Tiny will now even up on experience with the Tinker. Even though he's in a dual lane, Io and the Vengeful Spirit went back to base to regen up that day. So not as worth it as it would have turned out actually. Having two of your support rotate all the way back home after that kill. Now it's a level 3 and a level 1. We have here both of them I believe should be level 3 and a level 2. Vengeful Spirit dropping a little bit lower down on the experience curve, but Clockwork now until level 3 and Tidehunter is still half a level above it. Pings out the stack. Mr. Pig here farming out on their Facebook already out, trying to zone the Tidehunter as far out as possible with his heart stopping aura. And of course the Tidehunter has the problem of being a melee hero, have to walk close enough to, and the death pulse will be able to hit him. Tinker already has his border right now, so he should be a little bit better in lane. If he had a border just now, he would definitely be able to survive that gang. Laser being thrown out. Tinker, another engagement here on half. Toss being used onto the Tinker. Will he be able to heal up? No, the bottle will be able to bottle himself up, but he should. But nothing else going to follow up from there. And this is something the IO needs to be careful about right here. A quick drop of a much of machine might. Oh, that stun from the VS roaming in will be able to bring him down. And there you have it. As ARX getting another kill onto the TAI, but a stun coming out from really not too much effect, just to harass and push him a little bit back in lane, but he is in a dangerous situation here. Mana already healed up on the IO, potential engagement here onto the Witch Doctor. Waiting for the theater, I believe. Oh no, Tinker's TPing in right now. Not a good position to dive in. If the Tinker manages to drop the Macho Machine early, the charging in would kill the IO and the Tinker extremely fast, I believe. But here we have an engagement here onto the Tiny will actually lead to the death of the Witch Doctor. 2 liter hit point there to be engaging in that, but oh yeah, yes, before I forget, a quick talk about the game itself.
Radiant's top tower is under
TAI
attack.
is now tied on the top spot of the group stage, with them leading the whole group 6-0. They are tied with Cucumber and Thinking Pandar at the top spot, so dropping any one of these game to ARX would be a big change to the way the table pins out. After a Vengeful Spirit picking up Illusion Rune, walking on the inside, engagement here on the Tinker again. Stun and toss being out, he definitely will go down right here, and Tinker will go down for the third time to the Tiny. Any killing here, Necrophos diving all the way down to get a kill onto the Tidehunter on the top lane, but will take a lot of damage coming out from the tower walk by, but he will be able to heal up in extremely fast manner. The game doesn't look very good right here for TAI right now. No wards
Radiant's
at all
top tower is under
that are
attack.
in position to just scout out enemy movements. And the Vengeful Spirit will be able to block a creep spawn here, a pool here, but not block the big camp. They have 3 stacks here and 2 stacks there onto the mid camp. Here a ward being dropped down to just block the big camp, I believe. And there you have it. More engagement here. Nope, no engagement actually. Tidehunter now, after that death, might be pretty similar to the Clockwork. No, the Clockwork is actually hit right now. Clockwork has his ultimate and a border coming up to him. The Tidehunter still behind. Definitely, as you can see, no visions at all. And on the other hand, ARX has pretty good vision looking at the middle lane and offensive ward here, and of course another offensive ward here. And here you have it, no wards at all. And they see the hero rotating up top. 2 supports. Ravage ready. Skill up. Probably wanting to use the Ravage to get a kill onto the Necrophos right here. And Tiny taking the lead over the engagement here right here. Ravage being thrown up, followed up by the Sun Coffee being thrown up, but will not be able to freeze him down. Ravage a little bit too early thrown out, while Apox and Endolin was too far behind to drop their skill. So Ravage being used and no effect about that. Missile being used, no rocket thrown out just yet, but a rocket may be able to bring down the IO right here. Oh no, he will be able to bottom back up. And miss hook shot right there, and the stun will come in but fails to catch. The toss will catch him anyway. And what we have here is the AA has no mana to continue this engagement. Really not much. It shouldn't be chasing this. The stun that connects will be able to bring them down, but the stun will not connect here. 3 major camp being stacked up right there for them. The Tide Hunter continue to either work towards an arcane boots or straight
Radiant's
towards
middle
his blink
tower is
dagger.
under attack.
But there's a danger that he's completely scouted out here. So it's pretty bad. 6-0 going the way of ARX. And as I mentioned before, if Auspicious drop any game here, they will lose the fight towards the top of the table. They are currently 6-0, sharing the first spot with Cucumber and Tintin Panda. Engagement here onto the Io, who might go down for the first kill. Io will go down as the first kill, and Tiny 2 Pyro Strike might go down to Mr. Fluffy too. ARX drops down his ultimate to ensure they get the kill. Wow, Mr. Fluffy getting 3 kill involvement right there. Okay, he didn't get the... I believe he didn't get the Io as a kill involvement because he didn't hit him, but he did get the experience for sure. He's now level 9. Necrophos got a solo kill, that's why he is still extremely high on experience, but definitely a little bit behind on the goal graph. We have here Face Boots and Master Dominator out here. AA working towards a mechanism, so AA will be the 4th position, and Witch Doctor the 5th position, or maybe Witch Doctor is just saving up to work towards a Gundam Scepter straight away. Here we have the... Oh, he's trying to farm here. Oh, the stack is for the Troll, not the Tinker. I would expect the stack to be for the Tinker. But he will be taking the stack right here, and the Tinker is farming by himself, trying to stack up on this bottom lane. They actually have some really good stack to just catch up right here. And the Tide Hunter is standing still and not moving. I'm not sure why, but Tide Hunter there is farming up his ancient, but in full sight of the Dire Ward. Not really the best way to farm it. He has a 3 ancient stack right here. They might be interested to challenge this, but
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
top tower will go down to Mr. Pig, unchallenged right there. Tide Hunter isn't having a good time. Oh, being caught up right here. Ravage being thrown up once again, might be able to bring down Mr. Pig right here. Ultimate being thrown up to ensure that the Witch Doctor cancels the cast of the Witch Doctor by being stunned up right here, and will be brought down by the Tinker's missile. A Cat 2 might go down now. Slow being thrown down, but Tiny comes into the picture, going out for the throw directly. Clockwork Kid catching 2 support right there. Amazing engagement right there. Mr. Fluffy going down right there, and Sniffers will go down too. Very good hook shot from the Clockwork, catching both supports, bringing down the AA, and Witch Doctor manages to get away, or will he be able to get away? The Candlemancer Spirit throw out the stun. Will not be able to find him, will be able to TP away to safety right there. Mr. Fluffy going down right there, not as good as expected, but they did get the kill on the Necrophos. And the Necrophos did miss his ultimate on the Witch Doctor, but it's not really a miss. The ultimate was solely used to cancel the Death Ward, because the Death Ward would definitely have brought him down right there. And you do not want to die. Necrophos already has his mechanism out. Clockwork, not too sure what he's working towards. Might be going towards an Gundam Scepter straight away after his face boot here. And Io working up onto the urn, and here Tiny working to actually almost has his scepter. I think he does have his scepter right now. He just needs to buy it. He has enough gold to buy it, that's for sure. Clockwork here might be caught. He isn't caught, but will be slowed down by Mr. Fluffy. He does have the power cogs to stop the chase, and will use it to good effect, working towards the area where Mr. Fluffy cannot turn around the clock and catch him. But the full rotation now under plain sight of the Dire Ward, and they will back out. Will the Witch Doctor be able to throw a stun onto the Clockwork? But he does have a clock ready. Will bounce onto the Necrophos, will not bounce for the second time, therefore being thrown up onto the Clockwork, who will not be able to burst down right there. Missile connecting onto the Necrophos. Mr. Fluffy diving deep for Mr. Pig, but no more connection there. On the back, however, Tinker being brought down by the Io and Tiny combination. cold feet being used onto the Tiny, and he will be able to burst down right there. Io managed to get out. Ravage catches Tiny, and he will be able to brought down, but not before Mr. Fluffy goes down. Clockwork will be able to brought down by a right click from ARX, and Mr. Pig will get out of there alive.
Radiant's
no
middle
recap.
tower is
What's
under
the
attack.
recap right there? All of the heroes here are very low HP, but if you manage to
Radiant's
catch
middle
him
tower has
with
fallen.
that, oh, no connection right there. Sadly, only the ticking down will not. I don't think he will be able to tick low enough. Will he? A right click might bring him down, but no, he will not be able to tick down. Needs to connect. If he would have connected, he would have definitely go down right here. Smoke up on the Vengeful just to ward and de-ward on the bottom lane right here, and they do see her right now. A lot of mist coming out for the Vengeful, quite unlucky right here, and up there you go for the de-ward, and she will walk away. Ancient Apparition trying to poke on Cat right there to get as much damage. She might walk into this Tinker right here, but they want to clear that ancient stack, and oh my god, they might even get a Tide Hunter with this, and they will get a Tide Hunter with this. This game is going really badly for TAI right now, losing this ancient stack for the Tide Hunter, and just losing the Tide Hunter while they're at it. Just terrible, and the Tiny getting a lot of gold right there. Let's switch towards the net worth, and you can see the Tiny is 2k gold above the Troll Warlock. Lane phase really not working out well for TAI, as I mentioned. Pick up for Tinker, seeing the opponent has a Io Tiny lineup was just not the best position. A hookshot being used defensively to get out of their cock, being dropped down, and oh, he is actually still stuck, and he will go down right there. Tinker will kill secure the Clockwork right there. But as I mentioned, the pickup of Tinker against the Io Tiny is definitely not a good pickup. Tinker dies extremely easily to the Tiny Io lineup, but I guess they might have been expecting the Tiny Io to potentially go to the safe lane and Mr. Pig to come to the mid lane instead. That would have been a slightly more favorable lineup for the Radiant side.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And they're heavily connecting stun, missile being used up, but will heal up at an extremely fast manner. Mr. Pig may be caught out of position here. More missiles being shot up, mechanism being popped instead of his heal. And the Radiant will back off. The top lane is actually pushing into the T3 already. Tiny trying to steal more ancient stacks from the Tide Hunter to ensure to delay his Blink Dagger as much as possible. And this Io Tiny combination just working out to great effect, and Mr. Pig might be caught right here. Stuns and slows being used up, healing up, but he will be brought down by a 3-hero combination engagement onto him, and Tide Hunter getting some valuable experience and gold to work towards his Blink Dagger right there. Wish Dogpack is in the 5th position. Case, Ravage up and ready. Will they want to take this fight? Tide Hunter not really in the position to fight right here. Ultimate does not connect. The Ravage being thrown out, but the Death Ward already cancelled. Toss being tossed out onto the Witch Doctor, and he will go down. Mr. Fluffy engagement right there brings down the Tiny, turns his engagement and attention onto the Vengeful Spirit, and Vengeful Spirit will likely go down here to Mr. Fluffy. Mr. Fluffy gets 2. Io still here. It's a 1 for 4 change. That's a good fight coming out for TAI. The Auspicious getting a lot of gold swing there. 2000 gold swing towards them. Tiny much closer, extremely close, because he did not die in that engagement. He gets almost 1000 gold from that single engagement, and definitely he will be able to get his Blink Dagger very soon now.
Dire's middle tower is
another tower being aimed down by Mr. Fluffy here. Better trance being used to ensure he gets as much of damage onto the tower, but Glyph will prevent that as Mr. Pig now TPs in. But 3 heroes here, they look like they're interested to sword being used up onto the Witch Doctor to get a kill onto him. BKB being popped right there, and will be able to bring down Mr. Cat. Oh, he should have switched to range. He now might be in danger here, but he does not care. He will now just engage onto all of them, and on the back, Tinker will go down for 72 seconds. Definitely to the ultimate of the Necrophos. Tro now needs to rush out. Oh, hits the creep instead. Double damage being picked up right here. Could potentially turn and fight. Nope, not good. Not being able to turn and fight right there. He will go down to the Necrophos, heart stopping aura, and there you go. Bad fight instead. Now a 3 for 2. Turn of events right there. 2000 goes swinging back towards ARX.
Dire's bottom tower
Tide Hunter, however, will be able to move out and get his Bling Dagger finally. Hopefully that will change the course of the team fights and everything here. A Ring of Regen being picked up. I believe he's working towards a Force Staff. Force Staff is always great against Clockwork. Not only just great, actually extremely important. And right here we have ARX trying to take the Roshan right here, having no vision at all from the Radiant team. They feel extremely safe to take this Roshan. The IO of course can heal up the Tiny while he takes on the Roshan, and 2 down, the 2 main core down on the Radiant side will prove it impossible for the for them to challenge for it, but they know they just want to annoy this lineup as much as possible, but it really doesn't matter. Oh, Ravish catches 4 of them! And a death sword being thrown out, but being stunned up immediately right there. Mr. Pig will not go down. We'll actually get a sacrifice kill onto the Witch Doctor. No buyback and delayed buyback. PSI go down, but he just has the Aegis, and Cove will go down in the end after a long engagement. Mr. Fluffy coming in right here, but BKB pop on PSI, and engagement here onto the AAA. Disastrous team fight for Auspicious here. Mr. Fluffy will go down too. Only Tinker is left right now, who has TP'd back up. They lost only the Tiny, but who was brought back up by the Aegis. They basically lost the Aegis and lost 4 heroes there. For the Team Auspicious loses 4 heroes right there to ARX. This is looking extremely good for ARX right now. They have a 10,000 gold lead and almost a 10,000 experience lead right here. Tiny leading the Troll by 4,000 value here as they pick up another T2 to go further forward.
Players here.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
TP coming in from the Witch Doctor, but cancelled out as they get the T2 right there. Ravage down for another minute. Tiny continues his farm as he pushes up to the bottom lane. Vengeful probably dropping a ward. Yes, dropping a ward. Not attempting to farm the jungle or anything. But there we have it. The Clockwork with a double damage solos a kill on the Tinker. That's how far in front the Tinker is. The Clockwork is compared to the Tinker. So the Tinker continued to fall behind. Got his Bling Dagger. Soul Ring is available, but that's about all he has right now. Tiny now. The Dire working on the third and final T2 will be able to get that, but the AA's ultimate will connect and will TP right there by getting stunned up, and IO will go down to the Tide Hunter, and I'm pretty sure the Tiny is dead right here, and he will go down to Mr. Fluffy there. They get a pick off out of it. Whoa, a lot of gold swing, 2,300 gold swing and experience change on the Tide Hunter. I believe he gets his level 11. He goes all the way past 11 actually. He gets a level 13 right there. That's enough level to level up one full time. Engagement here onto the Vengeful Spirit. Will be able to force stuff himself up as TP comes in from the Clockwork. Mr. Fluffy does not want to get trapped right here. He fails to get trapped. No experience. Ravish being thrown out of the tree. Amazing death ward coming out. Gets on tree. This is a team wipe. Crow might go down actually here, but no, the Witch Doctor will be able to kill him back up. Necrophos dominating straight going towards the Tinker. Very good fight coming out there. 3,000, 4,000 actually. 2,800 goes swing towards the towards the Radiant side, and a
Dire's
lot of
middle
experience
tower is
picked up by
under
Mr.
attack.
Fluffy, and especially the Tidehunter.
Dire's
The
structures
level
are
2
fortified.
Ravage is especially important. Level 3 not too much. Level 2 is very important definitely, and of course Death Ward we want it to be as high level as possible. Mr. Fluffy better chance already on the level 16, bringing down AT1
Dire's
onto the
middle
meat.
tower has
Do
fallen.
not want to get re-engaged here. You got a good fight, you got a tower, time to back off. Tinker will TP in as he continues to put a few Martial Machine to push this lane up. They lost all their tower actually, and they have brought down all the T1s here, the TAI. And Tinker continue to now begin his push. He is almost at the level where he is comfortable to just be alone and just push the lanes alone, but here rotation coming from the Tinker IO might be able to catch this AA, and they will catch this AA, and he will just go down extremely fast. That's what happens when you have a farm Tiny. All your supports are now food for the Tiny, and Troll actually still wanting to farm. It's really pretty dangerous. Offline rotation coming in right here. Troll will want to get out right there. Sun will catch the Witch Doctor, and there he goes.
Medicine.
Tinker will continue to push this bottom lane out as they see the full... What's there on the Tinker? Why do they ping it out? As they see the full 5 heroes from the Dire side pushing into the mid. So smashing onto the tower directly, the Tiny. No Ravage. Ravage still up, still down for 24 seconds. Mr. Fluffy here cleaning it up. Tinker has came back to, instead of push this lane, will try to force them back. Tinker now going back to recharge, probably wanting to push this bottom lane as much as possible, as they know the heroes continue to slowly walk away. And yes, there you have it. Tinker will come in here and push this lane up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tinker, the Tiny and Io combination walking down here towards slowly and crawling up
Dire's
towards the
bottom
top tower, but the
tower is
Tinker
under
will be
attack.
able to get a significant amount of push up onto the top tower. And what's being pinged out right there as they continue to try to de-ward this top ward here, and they will get the ward down. Less vision, but they do not realize this ward is actually already dropped onto the middle base. They want to ward up the Roshan, who will not be up for another at least 2 minutes. Tiny getting really big there, picking up the Hyperstone after his Scepter. Blink Dagger being picked up onto the IO. Let's check a little bit onto the item progression of all of them. Vengeful Spirit already securing the Force Staff, Necroforce, the Blink Dagger, Aghanim Scepter, and the Mecha, as we've already seen the Aghanim Scepter earlier. Blade Mail coming up from Pyro Strick, who already is working towards I believe an Aghanim Scepter. Not much reason to work towards anything else. AA still crawling towards his Mechanism. Not too far away from Mechanism, unless he dies, of course. Tidehunter, Blink Dagger is out. Perseverance picked up, working towards the Refresher. Definitely a major thing to pick up right there. And Tinker working towards a Scythe of Vice, I believe. Witch Doctor already securing the very important Force Staff, but might be a little bit late right there. Stun Girl may be able to catch both of them and chain for a really long time, but nope, the IO will be able to move in a different direction and the bounce will not happen. BKB and a casual Yasha being picked up by Mr. Fluffy. Maybe working towards a Manta Star or an SNY and anything else from there. SNY might be pretty useful in this game, considering the slowing of the movement speed is key to catch some of these heroes right here. Blink being trolled out trying to catch someone, but does not find anyone. This IO and Tiny combination now behaving aggressively within the jungle, trying to find some heroes to pick up, but they will find nothing. Hookshot being thrown up, but hits the creep, fails to catch the Witch Doctor, and now we're turning against himself as the Death Ward is dropped, and a combination will be able to just combination of burst damage from the Death Ward, laser, and rocket will just be able to burst him down. Mr. Pig trying to find a Tinker, blinks himself into a position where he cannot get out for a while. and he will have to wait for his fling to cool down. Now they're trying to catch the Tiny and Io pair right there, who will go in for another Roshan. Roshan will be coming back up in 2 more minutes. Looks like they will want to fight for Roshan. On the next fight right here, the Radiant this time has the vision of this ward covering the whole area, so they will be able to see this. And both teams will back off, but Dire is actually still here, still interested to deny that ward. An engagement here from Necrofrost onto the Tiny. Will this ultimate connect? Ultimate will connect onto the Io, but Slow not being able to come out onto, will not connect with Io. Mr. Pig being stunned up a lot right here. He will go down in an extremely fast manner. Negative armor from the Gush will help the Troll bring him down really quickly. Interested here, blinking in, and a Ravage will catch the Tiny, but only the Tiny and the 2 illusions. So defensive sword being used right there. Stun coming up onto the Tidehunter and bringing him down extremely fast manner. Death Ward's coming up here, the key to bring them down right here, but will get moved out though. Tiny will survive that. They will get the Necroforce and the Vengeful Spirit while losing the Tidehunter. Clockwork look to throw an ultimate, catching anyone right there, but no luck for that. And ultimate will catch the Witch Doctor, but the ultimate throw out from the AA might even cause him to go down right here, and the Clockwork will go down, but Mr. Fluffy left with extremely low HP after taking up the full Blade Mail duration on himself, and Tinker cannot rejoin this fight, will choose to push up the top lane instead. And looks like Tiny might get a free Roshan here, but still no Roshan. He will not wait for the Roshan, he will just move away. But actually just a few seconds more for the Roshan to pop out, and Roshan will pop out seconds after he walks out of it. Will TP away right there to safety. Necroforce will not be able to catch him right there. And situation continue to be pulled back. The previously 13,000 gold lead is now only a 7,000 gold lead. Auspicious crawling back into this game. 1 or 2 more good team fights, and ARX could be in a bad position right here. More and more core items coming out right here. He is 1,000 gold away from a refresher, which might spell doom for any team fights. Mechanism also out on the AA. Sword being used onto the Tidehunter, but brings back right away, and engagement might turn there. Vengeful Spirit will get tossed down. Tidehunter BKBs out against a Death Ward, and Io gets shot down. They are still trying to chase him. Tidehunter will be able to blink onto Peace here, and Gush will slow him down, but the TP will bring him out with the connection. Io will come back to die. Will he bring the Tiny back though? He's not bringing a Tiny back. He's going back alone and dying. Getting slaughtered right there, and Tidehunter once again gets 2 kills, 2 assists actually, and cross closer and closer towards his refresher op. They might want to try to give a little bit of farm to the Tidehunter just to work towards his refresher op as fast as possible. Maybe force a tower or 2 down. Stun Column not bouncing in favor of the situation. Oh, 2 blinks coming in up. They want to turn this engagement around. Vengeful Spirit has a level 2 swap, will not be able to slow anyone down. Oh my god, Troll actually walking back, interested to catch a fight right there. Stun being thrown up, connects with the Vengeful Spirit. No swap in place to change anything, but 4 heroes already come up in mid as Tinker continues to try to push as much as possible. They are now interested to go towards the Roshan, and they will find him alive this time. Roshan cannot catch a break. Radiant has no ward right now, but they might suspect a Roshan considering the full rotation from mid just disappear and they don't see any other hero in lane. They do have Ravage up, but AA ultimate is coming back up right now too, and will be thrown up. It's a little bit too late. Once again, they catch them too late. They will find the Roshan already. Swap being used up on the Tidehunter, and Blink not being able to catch up. Ravage being thrown up, but a little bit too late. Ultimate being used to, not too sure why, but they will catch up here, all of them, and Auspicious in extremely bad position right there. Tiny is disconnected from the game right there, and a pause being thrown up. Tinker at the back actually will be able to burst this IO down. Will he, however, be able to deal with a BKB Tiny? Only Witch Doctor is left, who already used his Death Wards. I believe Necrophos Ultimate was used to cancel the Death Ward. Yeah, that might be the situation. Tinker is actually TPing out. Yeah, Tinker is actually TPing out, so I think Witch Doctor is dead here. Double kill goes the way of Mr. Fluffy though. He gets the Necrophos and the Clockwork, but his BKB is ticking lower and lower, already at a 5 second. Satanic out might change this fight significantly. Satanic being out will be able to help him secure a lot of kills and sustain himself in lane much more. Of course, this has a 25% lifesteal unlike the 15%, and when activated 175%, but the Tiny is also extremely tanky with like directly 5 armor. They do have the gush to reduce 5 armor right there, but not too big a play. And Tiny's BKB is also very low. Necrophos out BKB just in time right there so that the Ravage wouldn't catch him, and the Clockwork comes in and catches the 2 support. Is extremely major right there. Personally felt the Necrophos could have saved his ultimate there because the Witch Doctor was caught in the Clockwork cog anyway, so he wouldn't be able to get up a good or meaningful Death Ward, so you could save your ultimate for, let's say, dropping it onto the Throw Warlock, and he would have an extra 30 seconds and no buyback. Should not have engaged in this fight with your item, with a very key item here still not in your inventory. And we have a long pause. This is actually pretty funny. I believe he just leveled up, but it's like heaven's light shining down on him. You're about to die. I'm gonna bring your soul back to heaven. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Oh, he has a force staff though. Yeah, he has a force staff. Vengeful Spirit does have a force staff. No sword though. So Witch Doctor has a force staff. So depends on how you look at it. This is like either a light from heaven to bring him back to heaven, or a blessing light from heaven that he will get out of this alive. He is working towards his Arcanum Scepter. Anyway, while we have to pause, let's just have a quick look at their item progression right here. Satanic, of course, as we've seen, just being brought up by Mr. Fluffy, and Aprox working towards his Arcanum Scepter, not too far away, about 1,200 gold unless he dies. Mr. Sniffy, not Mr. Sniffy, I think just Sniffy, yes, Sniffy. On the Tinker here, already have his Scythe of Vice and has a Hidden Tangle secret weapon right there. and Koth dying right there, so slowing his progression towards the refresher orb. As I say, I think they should just give him some time to concentrate and just get the fun for the refresher orb before you fight the second time. A double ravage there would be very, very significant, and yeah, just very significant. And here probably working towards an Ill Scepter on Andolin or for the AA. How far is he? He is dead. He is very far away from the Ill Scepter. Clockwork here still working towards his Aghanim Scepter, very, very close to the amount of gold. He does not want buyback right here. Mr. Pig working towards nothing as far as I can tell, but probably will be interested in more sustaining item. I don't know, maybe a Staff of Vice is always great, gives him a lot of sustain. It's extremely important in team fights, especially you deal with a late game troll who has a low BKB cooldown right now. Vengeful Spirit, not picking up anything else extra after the Force stuff, and Io getting the Blink Dagger and a lot of gold being stored up. Not too sure what he wants to get now. And Tiny on the other hand has working towards a Crystallis for sure, or he might be working towards an MKB to fight the Troll Warlock. Both very good items, Crystallis and the MKB giving a lot of damage and significant bursts coming up with the crit or the mini stun, and of course the mini stun is more important to in these situations. They are to fight the bash from Mr. Fluffy, and of course to reduce the evasion effect on Mr. Fluffy. Apparently was a Windows update, and this is ready to go. And interesting, will Tinker try to stay and pick off the IO to try to get more gold back in any way or form? And we will see in 3, 2, 1. Witch Doctor will turn. They will go for the Tinker instead. The stun will come out onto the Tinker, connects, and Tinker will go down. So they will get the Tinker, and Witch Doctor will actually still die alone to the whips right there. Okay, that's a terrible teamfight recap to show. And there you have it, 1800 gold swinging the other way. And it looks like they will get a T3 and a lane of Rex right here. Only AA and Tidehunter coming up in a quick manner. And what can an AA do to this lineup? Not even connecting his ultimate. They will get a full lane of Rex. Ooh, that Tiny hits really hard. They are interested to get 2 lanes of Rex here. It just looks like the Tiny may be able to bring 2 lanes of Rex down right here. This looks really bad. Something come around there. Andolin will go down. Ravage is still down. They will get 2 lanes of Rex right there. Tiny is Tinker is back up, but where's that going? Wow, what the heck? And a re-engagement here onto the Tiny, and misses the. That one will be able to bring the Tiny down, but the Aegis will pop back right up. Io will TP in with 10 seconds on the clock timer. His stun will miss. Mr. Fluffy use up his Veterans. Satanic again popped up to heal back right up right here, but the stun will come up from the VS. We'll be able to stun right down. And on the other hand, we have here the continuous chase onto the Clockwork, who Necrophos is actually also coming in right here. Tinker is PBing in. Hex coming up from there. They will bring the Tiny down. And VS will be stuck right here. Hex up and burst down there. On the other hand, the re-engagement will bring the Witch Doctor down. Tidehunter manages to stay alive. Necrophos hits up by the AA ultimate. Are you actually already back here? Did he just picked up a... Nope, I thought he would have picked up a... Boots of Trevor. Tinker now just saying, screw it, I'm pushing. But they are getting really, really close to catch him here. He will manage to TP out from there. And 2 lanes of Rex down. No, still no T2 down for ARX. Tinker TPing up to the bottom lane, continuing his annoying speech push game. Just TPing to every lane and just dropping much machines and just TPing away. But with these mega creeps or super creeps, however you like to call it right now, he will be in a less favorable position to push this lane out. More magic machines needed to just kill the creeps in general. So far he already has a standing. As you can see, he can actually solo fight the Tiny right now. But the BKB, of course, being the only problem right there, not being able to just stay and fight for a good time because he gets stuns up and all those kind of thing. Tidehunter has his refresher up now, a very, very key item being picked up right there. May be able to turn this fight around, or maybe not. The value, as you can see, okay, this is caused by the pause, I believe. Just going back towards a 12,000 gold lead and a 6,000 experience. So the experience is actually pulling closer and closer. Tinker TPs away, will not be found, and he will TP to the middle lane. They saw all of them at the top lane. They want to get this T2. They do have a glyph though. Dangerous though. They might be looking towards a mega creep right here and just try. They want this T2 before all of them TP back, but will they be able to defend? Remember, this Tiny hits really, really hard. Base race? Are you sure you're not gonna base race against a Tiny? There you go, mega creep well popped up. And Relish will catch him, but Tiny has already popped his ultimate. Refresher being used right there. No mana to use the second Relish, but Tiny will go down. Ultimate will be able to bring, oh there you go, Ultimate will be able to bring the Necroforce down, but he really goes down for 2 right there. But a Necroforce used up the ultimate onto the thrower. No buyback for him. No buyback for him, and just a lot of gold and 2 minutes on the sideline. Now Mega Crit out for ARX. This game looks really, really secure and in hand. Oh, Tiny being caught up right here. He wants to get that clockwork, but will not find it though. The 2 supports left alive to be slaughtered by these mega creeps. Oh, these aren't mega creeps yet. These are probably mega creeps, yeah. Okay, GG being called up by TAI, and this game 1 will go the way of ARX. Good game coming up from them. Brilliant execution of the laning phase. And there you have it. Game 1 goes the way of ARX. We will be back with game 2 in just a second.